Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel, and welcome to Mountain Valley Farm episode number 15, 1-5. So we are in a brand new game day, and it is late spring, and we are going to be doing we're going to be doing grass work again today, simply because simply because it needs to be done. We need hay. We need to cut some grass, and we need to tether that grass, and then we need to rake the grass, and then we need to or rake the hay, and then bale the hay, and get that in storage. Because as you can kind of see there, we've got count them, just one bale of hay left there in the barn. Now we need to give our cows some straw. So right now I'm just going to give them one bale of straw. They could probably actually take all three bales, but I just want to wait just a bit, because in the event that we can certainly squeak by without having if we can sort of squeak by without having to buy any straw, we shouldn't have to buy hay. We should be able to get hay in before we would have to buy any for total mixed rations. But I'm kind of trying to also avoid having to buy any straw if we can avoid it. So that's just wanted to get that little job taken care of. So here are our silage bales that we created a few episodes back. Of course, they are still in the process of fermenting, and as you can see, they are still actually grass. So the seasons mod, just for you guys to know, and I don't know, I tried to do this last episode, but I guess you actually have to touch it with your hand to be able to see. So it's a half a ton, it's grass, 3,985 liters, so I guess just shy of 4,000 liters, that FS17 issue that you just can't get anything completely full. But anyway, with the Seasons mod, unlike playing the default Farm Sim 17 game, the Seasons mod does basically slow the fermentation process. It slows the fermentation process down for silage bales. And so it takes two full game days for silage to be created. So I'm guessing perhaps we must have wrapped those bales on the previous game day 5, I'm guessing. And so hopefully tomorrow that will be ready to go, and we'll have silage there. So that will be interesting. This is the first time that I believe this is the first time that I've wrapped silage bales with Seasons mod since they've modified that setting. I think when we did all those silage bales on law folds, I'm pretty sure that it was still pretty much the minute that you wrap it, it basically converts it from grass over to silage, and it can be used. It can be used as such. So we are, hopefully this little meadow here, if I remember correctly, it's a pretty big wide open area. So this is more or less what we're going to concentrate on getting our grass for hay purposes. So we'll go ahead and fold things down here, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my live stream project. Which you guys, if you are active members of this channel, and you follow more or less everything that I do, you already know about this, and you've already, wrong button. You've already been watching, I'm sure, and sort of maybe wondering what's going on. But if you're watching, I've been explaining it as well. So let me get us going here, and then I'll sort of explain everything. So as you all know, I was on vacation for about 10 days, and part of that time I was in beautiful Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park here in Colorado. And I got back home a few days before my wife and I both had to go back to work, and while I was at home, I was doing some gaming. Obviously, I got a little bit of a queue built up with some truck sim videos and some farm sim videos, and the likelihood of you guys seeing this maybe even the week of the 17th, I'm not really sure when you're going to really see this video. I do have, like I said, I do have a little bit of a stock pool of videos, so it's possible that you're going to see this video maybe even after the week of the 17th or something, and of course I've been doing this live stream challenge for probably, by that point it'll be a couple of weeks that I've been doing it. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back on point here. So when we were back home from Estes Park, I was doing some videos and stuff, doing some recordings, but I hadn't really got back into the mode of watching YouTube and watching some of my friends' channels. I do try to watch all of my friends' YouTube content. Obviously, you know, being a busy YouTube content creator myself, it doesn't, you know, I can't watch every single minute, every single second of these guys' videos, just because, well, quite honestly, I have so many friends that produce really excellent YouTube content, and of course I've got them all linked down below the screen, and so it does take a pretty big effort to try to watch every single thing that they do. And but anyway, so I get back to the office on the 10th of July, so that was Monday the 10th, and I have a little bit of downtime in the office. I'm kind of waiting on a server to finish building, and I've got some other things that's going on, and I've wrapped up a conference call and what have you. And so anyway, I pull up Google Chrome, and I go out to YouTube. And one of the first videos, or one of the first of my friends that sort of pops up there saying he's got new content for me to watch, is Farmer Klein. And so so I watch his video, and he is doing a live stream, and this is of course the recorded archive. He's done a live stream. And on this live stream, he has it's this challenge, this old farmer guy, or old guy farmer challenge. And my bad, because I always get that mixed up. But anyway, it's Mr. Jerry Ott, who is old guy farmer, and he is the same talented individual who has created this very map that you're watching me play here on Mountain Valley Farm. And so this challenge that he has created, that he sort of edited a Goldcrest Valley map, so it's his edit of Goldcrest Valley, and he has issued this challenge, and there's a set of rules that, you know, obviously have to be followed, and we basically we play in hard mode. We play with seasons, thankfully, because let's just face it, if I can't play with seasons, I'm just simply not interested in playing. And I understand that a lot of folks may not have the time and or the interest to have sort of the complexities that the seasons mod produces, or you know, sort of brings about. And I get that, and I fully support that if you don't have that time. But I'm telling you, if you do try it, and I've been playing with the Seasons mod now for, you know, since January, so almost 7 months, I suppose. It's just hard to think about going back and playing a map the old-fashioned way, or the default way, perhaps is how I should refer to it. So anyway, I watched Farmer Klein's sort of rendition of what he's doing for the Old Guy Farmer Challenge, and I decided, well, that's pretty cool. That looks like a pretty cool challenge. I had also been, and I think I may have mentioned it, you know, in a previous video that you probably just saw not too long ago, but I had thought about and had been thinking about how to live stream again, because I quite enjoy that. I enjoy producing, you know, obviously off-camera or off-live feed videos, stuff that I edit, put together, and upload to YouTube, and you guys watch it at a specific date and time. I enjoy that quite a bit. But I also enjoy live streaming because I enjoy interacting with my viewers, and also meeting new friends and new viewers and stuff like that. And it's a good opportunity to do that. The problem is that I know some of you guys really thoroughly enjoy following my series, and if I'm going to live stream, most likely the minimum that my live stream content is going to last is going to be about an hour. That's going to be about a minimum. That's kind of the way I sort of figure it, that if I'm going to sit down, launch OBS, set up a live stream, start to attract viewers to watch it, then I at least want to live stream for an hour, because if I only do it for 30 minutes, which is what you guys are sort of accustomed to watching, my video length is somewhere between 30 to 45 minutes, then obviously if I do that with a live stream, then that just kind of makes it a little bit difficult, because it's really maybe it's not worth the effort of everybody coming in and viewing. And of course they can, the archive and everything, but anyway. So I didn't want to live stream Mountain Valley Farm, and quite honestly, the size of what we're playing, the size of the scope of this map and this project really I don't have a whole lot of off-camera work, and that's kind of how I used to do my live streams, like on Lawfolds, was when I really didn't want to duplicate efforts like maybe mowing or baling or stuff like that. I would often do that in a live stream, and that way if you didn't want to watch it, you didn't have to, and I really didn't do a lot of progression as far as how the map, how the project and everything moves forward. During those live streams, I was just simply doing stuff that I would normally do, normally consider that to be sort of off-camera work. And so I thought, okay, well, this could be an excellent opportunity for me to live stream a project, and it not interfere with sort of the day-to-day work of this map and this project, and I could still sort of live stream and interact with you all. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to go ahead and do this project, and it is a challenge, and there are specific rules that we must follow. One of the rules that honestly has taken probably the most getting used to is the fact that we have to play in 15x speed. Now, right now I'm playing in 5x speed, and I have found that 5x speed is a good happy medium. I have, in the past sort of been used to playing at just sort of 1x speed, and then if I need to fast forward for any reason at all, I can do that without any problem. But quite honestly, playing at 15x speed is somewhat taking me out of my comfort level. And if you watch the first episode, the archived first live stream episode of the Old Guy Farmer Challenge, you may think, gosh, Jerry's brand new to Farm Sim 17. There's no way. If he tells me he's got over 500 hours in this game, I don't believe him. If he tells me he's got over 700 hours in, can we go through these trees? Maybe if he's got over 700 hours in Farm Sim 15, I just don't believe him. He sounds like a complete noob. I would be hard to argue with that, because it really sort of caught me off guard. I had watched Farmer Klein's video, and I had felt like, okay, this is going to be something I'm going to easily be able to do, not a problem. And so I began thinking about my strategy even before I started playing the game. But then as soon as I sort of loaded up the map and set the time to 15x speed, I realized that I could not just sort of work at the same pace that I have been accustomed to, because for example, for one, I can't do any off-camera work. So there's no sort of off-camera setup or off-camera work that we can do. Everything has to be live streamed. We basically have to start up the game on the loading screen and end the game on the loading screen. And it's not because people don't trust us or trust me or trust any of the participants. It's just that, I think I'm trustworthy. I think I know Farmer Klein is trustworthy. I know that most of the people who are participating in the challenge are trustworthy. But when you open up a challenge or a contest to the world, there's going to be somebody that's going to try to cheat the system, that's going to try to cheat it for their advantage. And so having a set of rules that basically say that you need to start and stop each stream this particular way, this fashion, etc., I think is a wise choice, and I support that. I have nothing to hide. I'm gonna play transparent, but doing it that way means that every sort of thought process, every decision that I might want to make, the minute that I start the game, the clock is ticking. And about 10 minutes of me sitting there scratching my head comparing specs of a tractor, horsepower and what it can do, what it can't do, can it have row crop tires, can it not have row crop tires, etc. Time is ticking, and the world is evolving, and I'm burning daylight, as they say. So that caught me just a little bit off guard, but I think I've sort of settled into a good routine. As I record this episode, it's the 13th of July, and I recorded live stream number 5, or day number 5, last night, and it was a very fun stream. We had a lot of fun on it. Had a lot of my good friends joined me on the stream to chat with me and to talk to me on chat and everything. And it was really cool. It was a great experience, and I quite enjoyed having everyone there. And I'm really starting. Like I said, I think I'm settling into my routine. I think it's working out quite well, and I've got a little bit different strategy. I'm going to talk just a little bit about my good buddy Farmer Klein, because his strategy is really somewhat unique, and I'm kind of excited to see how his strategy pans out, because it's just a field that we just mowed. I believe it is. I'm going to look and see if there's another sort of wide open field that we can cut. Is that really the field that we just mowed? Let me double check that. Let me put my eyes on that. It's really hard to tell. The grass texture is somewhat different, and it is. Okay, that's fine. Let's just drive on down the road here and see if there's another wide open patch that we could cut really quick. So Farmer Klein's strategy is such that we'll go ahead and cut this by the store. Farmer Klein's strategy is such that he is going after, he's doing all grass. So he's going to do perhaps the Dexorley method of farming, and he's like I said, he's going all grass. And now the thing is that part of the challenge rules do stipulate or do dictate that we can't do the typical BGA process. So we can't grow corn, or we can't cut grass for chaff purposes for the BGA, just for the sake of doing it that way. We can't even use the BGA at all. So what he's doing, what Farmer Klein is doing to work around the rules or the guidelines, is that he's planted all grass on his fields, and of course there's a lot of grass in open areas and stuff that he's going to cut. Plus he's done a ton of forestry work as well to reveal grass. And so what he's going to do is basically he's going to mow, he's going to rake, he's going to bale, he's going to wrap, and then he's got to wait 2 days for his silage bales to ferment and become silage, and then he'll have silage bales, and then he'll be able to sell that. So that's how he's going to kind of do things. At least that's his first year strategy. He may change his mind. We have to play this also for 3 years, so for 3 game years. So if you do the math, that at a 6-day per season, 6-day per season setting, at 3 years, that equals 72 game days. So 72 episodes is what we're gonna actually have to do. That's the work that we have cut out ahead of us, and so that's his strategy. My strategy is, again, if you haven't seen my live stream, if you've seen my live stream, you already know the answer to this, but my strategy, if you haven't seen my live stream, and I guess I asked the question, why aren't you watching my live streams, but I'm just joking. If you haven't seen my live stream, my strategy is traditional farming. I enjoy the nature of what this game simulates, and that is traditional farming, planting, seeding, planting, seeding, fertilizing, cultivating, plowing, harvesting, some animal stuff. And so we've got the opportunity to do animals and all that kind of stuff as well. And so essentially the whole gist of the challenge or the competition is that we play this map for 3 years under all of these guidelines and everything, and then at the end of the 3 years we sell everything off. We sell our, of course we can sell crops as we go if we want to, but essentially we sell all of our equipment, we sell all of our livestock. The challenge allows us to install the Bank of Hagenstadt mod on the very last game day, and then we can sell our fields as well. So basically we are selling everything sort of lock, stock, and barrel at the end of the challenge, and then whoever that has entered the challenge, whoever sort of finishes with the most money, if you will, then wins the prize. And the prize is basically a copy of the new Platinum DLC pack that Giants is releasing in November. The one that includes will this go under there? No, it won't. Up, don't do that. All right, hang on. The one thing I don't like about the manual attach mod is that you can't detach these butterfly mowers unless you lower them. And so by virtue of lowering them, it unfolds them, and I don't really like that about that. But anyway, let me back this up and get this out of the way, and then get back here and disconnect the PTO, disconnect the mower, and get back in, and we'll just spin this guy here around. And I don't know how I managed to put the butterfly mowers in there the first time, because I did. I managed to get them in there without having to expand them, but for whatever reason I can't seem to do that right now. So maybe it's just my stupidity. But anyway, so we've got that released, and let's go ahead and go pick up our tedder and go ahead and tedder that grass. Now in the real world, of course, we would let the sun shine on that grass a little bit and let it dry out and everything, but we just don't really have the need to do that in this in the virtual world, and it may cause some problems if we do that. And so anywho, let's just get onto our tedder here, and we'll tedder, and then I don't know, maybe the next episode we will rake and bale again. May end up kind of duplicating a few things, because I know you guys watched me do this just a few episodes ago when we did that silage. But again, this is kind of small scale, and we're only going to play this map for 1 year, I think, and then we will move on to something else. But anyway, so in addition to the challenge award itself, which obviously I'm going to try very hard to win, I am also doing my very own giveaway. So the Grizzly Bear Sims channel, me, one of the things that I said to you all way back when I monetized this channel was that I wasn't interested in making a living off of YouTube. I cannot quit my day job and become a full-time YouTube content creator, because I can't do that for financial reasons. I can't. It would take me a long time to build up the sort of viewership and everything that would allow me to basically quit my full-time job and become a YouTube content creator. And it's just not, there's just not enough of a guarantee there with that for me to convince my wife that I'm going to run the risk of, when I'm about 10 years away from retirement, quitting my IT job and becoming a YouTube content creator. So needless to say is what I'm trying to say. As I have said before, and that is odd, this is missing. This is missing some of that. Anyway, as I have said before, I don't need the money from the YouTube content creation stuff. So I have made a little bit of money on the YouTube videos and stuff, and I hope that this situation gets a little bit better with this tethering. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems and not be able to get enough hay. I don't know if it's the unevenness of the ground or what the deal is, but it just doesn't seem to be touching a lot of the grass to turn it into hay. But anyway, the channel has produced a little bit of money that's come in from Google and YouTube, and so I'm going to turn around and give that back to you, the viewers. And so I am doing my very own giveaway. The way it works is, you watch my live stream videos. This is only going to be on the live stream Old Guy Farmer Challenge. I'm not going to give away, this is not going to be anything that we're going to do with these videos, these Let's Plays. But you watch my live streams. During the live stream, I will provide a code, a word of the day, or word for the episode. And then there's some instructions underneath the video, and you can send me that word of the day via email, confirming that you've watched the video and you've listened for that word of the day, and then I will enter you into the drawing. And I'm going to be giving away 3 copies of that DLC, the new DLC that's coming out in November. So if you just watch one of my live streams, and if you just get one of the word of the day, then you'll be entered one time. You could still win, I mean, it's the luck of the draw, right? But if you watch all of my episodes and hear all of the words of the day, you will be entered 72 times. Well, obviously, your odds of winning become much stronger, much greater based on that situation. So I will tell you that like I said, I'm 5 episodes in. There's a few folks that are listening and watching every single episode and entering every single time. There are others that have just entered once or twice. So again, your odds are going to vary, and we'll do the drawing on Sunday, November the 8th. Now, the contest, or the challenge, I should say, has to be done by November 1st. So we have to basically complete our 3 years of the gameplay by November 1st, sell off everything. Whoever makes the most amount of money basically wins the Old Guy Farmer Challenge and wins that copy of that stuff. That's for those of us that's participating in the challenge. For those of you who are watching my videos and watching my live streams, I'm going to do the drawing on November the 8th. That's a Sunday. The DLC doesn't come out until like the 14th or 15th, so while there will probably be pre-ordering opportunities, I would suggest, if you are actively interested in winning a copy of this thing, I would suggest that you wait until after November the 8th, because again, if you watch my videos enough and you enter enough times, you may very well win the copy that I'm going to give away, which would obviously be quite cool for you. And so then if you don't win for whatever reason, then obviously after November 8th you can pre-order your copy of the DLC and everything will be good. So alright, so I'm sort of thinking that maybe the reason why some of this is we're not able to touch some of this grass is because of the way that the terrain, there's sort of a terrain issue. And it was kind of funny because on live stream episode number 5 that I did last night, I had the Bipolar Prophet. He was watching the live stream, And you might remember, if you follow his channel, he did quite a bit of work on Goldcrest Valley when it first came out. He cut a bunch of trees down and created some new fields and everything. And I sort of did the same thing on one of my videos as well. And I sort of noticed that the terrain, anywhere you have sort of a high point or a low point in the terrain, sometimes your seeder or your plow or your cultivator or whatever sort of misses that area, and it won't touch it. And so it seems to be like it's some kind of a little bit of a terrain glitch, if we can call it that. And I'm just going to I'm going to move over here on this other side and start working on this big field, and hopefully our experience will be a little bit better as I wiggle through the trees to try to remember how to get back over here. Sorry about all those branches getting into your face there. So anyway, hopefully it won't be the same way here. If it is, we'll just deal with it. You know, we're just rolling with the punches. We're just going to do everything that we can to try to. This seems to be a little bit better. Maybe not a whole bunch, but it's a little bit better. So anyway, watch the live streams, and of course, if you can't make my live stream schedule, if you can't actually watch it live, you can watch the recorded playback, and of course pick up the word of the day and everything that way. Now, I will tell you, I'm not going to make it super easy for you. I'm not going to provide the word of the day within the first opening few minutes of the video or the live stream. I want you to watch my content, but likewise, I don't wait till the very end either. It's sort of, it's inconsistent. You know, some days I give it towards the middle of the episode, and then some days it's towards the end, and oftentimes I even repeat it more than once. So, you know, I suppose you could take the chance of trying to skip around and fast forward to listen to it. I don't put anything on the screen, so it's a verbal announcement, so you have to hear me actually say it, release the word of the day. Because again, you know, it's all sort of, the way I see this is sort of a co-op, if you will. You know, I have monetized the channel because it makes it easier for me to schedule videos. That's the only way that I can schedule video releases, is to be a YouTube partner and have the monetization turned on. The monetization is also kind of cool because it does produce a little bit of revenue back to me, because you guys watch the ads or see the ads. It's not anything that I can, you know, take to the bank in large portions, and anyone that is doing YouTube monetization knows that fact. But it's sort of like you guys are watching my videos, you guys are watching the advertisements, and let's just face it, you know, advertisements are all part of our world these days. You guys are watching that, and you're sort of funding this, this giving, my ability to give back to the community. You're sort of a part of that. So really and truthfully, while I'm fronting the money to purchase the 3 copies of the DLC expansion pack, it really is truly your guys' generosity in watching my videos, spending the time to watch my videos, being my friends, being active, you know, subscribers, participants of my channel, watching my live streams, watching my videos, etc., that allows this to happen. That's the simple fact. If people stop watching my videos, then obviously that money doesn't come in, and therefore, you know, then that's coming completely out of my pocket, and that's really not fair. I'm not trying to buy customers. I'm not trying to buy subscribers by doing giveaways. It really is truly giving back. Yeah, the first couple of giveaways that I did when I first created the channel, yeah, those came from, you know, me, myself, and I. It came from the bank of Grizzly Bear, you know. But these that we're doing here, these 3, this is all basically coming in or being or going out based on funds that I have received from Google and from YouTube. So thank you. I mean, thank you so much for watching and listening. And I hope that the lucky winners that win one of the, you know, of the 3 winners that win a copy of the DLC pack, I hope they understand that, you know, this isn't This isn't necessarily coming directly from Grizzly Bear Sims. This this is sort of a viewer contribution almost. It's sort of, like I said, it's sort of like a co-op, if you will. You watch videos and enjoy my streams and my content and everything, and by doing that, that allows me to be able to give back to the community. All right, so we are 35 minutes into this video, or thereabouts approximately, and I'm going to have to kind of go back over this area, kind of crisscross it to get some of this grass to tether. And again, I don't know why this is happening. I've never experienced this before on another map, but you know, there again, each map is kind of unique, and each map kind of presents new and maybe different challenges and stuff for us. And so it's okay. It's all, you know, it's all in a day's work, as they say. And so I'm going to end this stream, and I think what I will do is off camera, I will tether the rest of this grass, the other field, go back over it, crisscross it and everything. And then I think that I will also go ahead and rake it, and then possibly for the next episode, which will be episode 16, I think, then we will return together and we will bale that hay, and then probably go ahead and pick it up. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that I will use a auto-loading trailer to do that, just because I just don't really have the patience and the agility to manually load the bales and everything. And so I hope that you'll check out the live streams. Again, by the time you hear me talk about this in this video, I will probably be another 5 or 6 episodes hopefully into the challenge, and we'll be like, you know, live stream episode number 12 or something. But it's just because I've got a bit of a stockpile of videos is why you haven't heard about it since. And like I said, I really only sort of learned about this challenge on Monday, the 10th of July, and I actually came home that afternoon and did my first live stream for that map challenge that very evening. So that's kind of how excited I was about it. And I know I said I wasn't interested in playing another Goldcrest Valley edit map, but again, due to the circumstances, because it's a challenge, because it's going to be completely unique in the way that we're playing the map, and quite honestly, while the mountains and everything are the same as far as Goldcrest Valley is concerned, a lot of the layout of the farm and everything is different that Jerry designed. And so it's going to be all fun, and I hope that you will tune in and watch my shows, or watch my live streams, or catch the recorded archive at your leisure. So thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for being such wonderful friends of the Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel. And if you see a mod or something that you're interested in, I will just remind you, I do have an extensive mod spreadsheet that features the mods from all of my simulation-based games, including Flight Sim, Truck Sim, Farm Sim 17. I even have my old mod sheet from Farm Sim 15. So if you're still enjoying Farm Sim 15 and looking for mods, you can check my mod spreadsheet. I can't guarantee that the URLs and everything will be active and be updated and everything, just because I have not played Farm Sim 15 since the day before 17 was released, and I don't plan on going back to 15. As a matter of fact, I did uninstall Farm Sim 15 just a few days ago, because I was starting to get a little bit full on one of my SSD drives, and I sort of figured, okay, 15 needs to go. I'm never going to go back and play it. So there we go. So thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, folks. I know this video has gone a little bit longer than normal, just because I've wanted to tell you all about the live stream and encourage you to watch it if you're interested in winning a copy of the upcoming DLC that's coming out in November. So thanks again for watching. God bless you all. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.